Hello and welcome to my science tutorials. In today's video, we want to look at some MCQ questions or multiple choice questions on binary operations. So without further delay, let's begin. So we have here example number 1. A binary operation, small triangle, is defined on a set of real numbers by A operation B. Okay, the triangle is what we are calling the operation. So A operation B is equal to A to the power B. We are to find the value of 3 operation negative 2. Now we have the possible answers. A equals negative 9, B equals negative 1 on 9, C positive 1 on 9, and D negative 6. So let's proceed to look at which of these possible answers is correct for this question. So we write down our solution. Now we're told that the operation is defined on a set of real numbers as A operation B is equal to A raised to the power B. In this case, we are to perform the operation on 3 operation negative 2. This implies or tells me that my A is equal to 3 and my B is equal to negative 2. So therefore, it means that my 3 operation negative 2 will be equal to writing this in the form of the general operation given to us at the top over here. Means I'll write my 3 first and then put negative 2 on top of that. Now, when we have, let's say, A raised to the power negative 1, what we do is we write it as 1 over A raised to the power 1, which is still the same as 1 over A. So if we have A raised to the power negative 2, this is equal to 1 over A squared. And then if we have A raised to the power any number at all, let's say 4, this will be equal to 1 raised to the power the actual number raised to the power 4, depending on the value that it is. So looking at this as a reference, it means over here 3 operation negative 2 is equal to 1 over 3 raised to the power 2, and this is equal to, this means 3 operation negative 2 is equal to 1 over 3 square will give me 9. So my final answer is 1 over 9, and that is option C over here. All right, so let's have a look at the next question under this tutorial. So which of the following operations is not commutative? We have option A. A operation B is equal to A plus B minus AB. Option B. A operation B is equal to 2A plus 2B minus AB. Option C. A operation B is equal to 1 over A plus 1 over B. And then D. A operation B is equal to A minus B plus AB. Alright, so let's have a look at the solution to this problem. Now, for you to be able to answer this problem, you need to understand what we mean by commutativity, or when we say commutativity, what do we mean by that? So I'll take my time to explain what it means to have commutativity, or for an operation to be commutative. All right, so let's look at what we mean by commutativity. Commutativity or commutative. Now, let's say we have 2 numbers, right? Let's say A and B. Let me use the operation star on them. Okay. Now, the law of commutativity states that if A operation B, let's say, is equal to C, then if you change the position of the operations, let's say B operation A, you should get C. That is what it means for something to be an operation to be commutative. This implies that A operation B should be equal to B operation A. Okay, so it means that if you perform an operation on 2 numbers, if you change the position of the numbers and you perform the same operation on them, you should get the same result. Let me give you an example. Let's say here I make a to be 2. Let's say a is 2 and then b is equal to 3. Okay, now let's look at the 4 operations: addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. Right, the purpose of this tutorial is for us to understand this operation, so no need to be in a hurry to solve this. So let's look at something. So we are saying that let's first perform addition, right? So if I have 2 plus 3, will that be the same as 3 plus 2? Okay, that is what we mean. So if I have 2 plus 3, so the operation I'm performing here is addition. So if I interchange the position of the values, which is 3 now comes first and then 2 comes second, will I still get the same result? So here I have 5 and here is also 5, which therefore means that addition, if we perform addition on an operation, addition is what? Commutative. Addition is commutative. Now using the same example over here, let's perform multiplication and see. So if I have 2 multiplied by 3, will it be equal to 3 multiplied by 2? Let's see. 2 multiplied by 3 will give me 6, and then 3 multiplied by 2 also give me 6, which therefore means that multiplication, or if I multiply some values, multiplication is also what? Commutative. Okay, depending on how complex the operation is, whether it's addition or subtraction, it will be addition or multiplication, it will be commutative. Now let's look at subtraction and division. Okay, let's perform subtraction and division and see if we'll still have them to be what? Commutative. Okay, so let's do subtraction. So we have a, which is 2, so we have 2 minus 3. Will it be equal to 3 minus 2? Let's find out. So 2 minus 3, 2 is less, so if we subtract 3 from it, we'll get -1. And then 3 minus 2 will give us 1. So you realize that this is not equal. -1 is not equal to 1. And so therefore subtraction is not commutative. This is what we mean by commutativity. And then if we look at division as well, let me do it over here. So if we have 2 divided by 3, will it be equal to 3 divided by 2? Okay, now if you look at it, you have 2 apples and 3 people are sharing it. Definitely they will get less than 1, so we'll be getting decimal over here, 0 point something. Okay, now if we have over here, we'll be getting 1 point something, right? Because we have 3 apples and we are sharing it among 2 people, we'll be getting 1.5. Okay, 1 point something. So 0 point something and 1 point something, they are not equal. So therefore it also means that what? Division is not commutative. Okay, so that is the basic understanding of commutativity, right? So it means if we interchange the position of the 2 numbers that we are performing the operation on, we should get the same result, else they are not commutative. Now, basing this understanding in mind, let's look at the possible options that we have to see if we can find a solution. Now I can go see through the options and see which one is not commutative, but someone who doesn't know, please, the easiest way for you is to use your calculator quickly and put in the value. Let's say make a to be 2 and then b to be 3. Substitute it into your calculator, get the answers and see which of them does not match with the other, and that option will be the odd one out. So let's have a look at that very quickly. Okay, so if I take the option A, right, for me, I know that A and B over here, we have addition in between them. These guys here are multiplying. Even though there's subtraction here, if I add 2 plus 3, I'll get 5 here. Even if I interchange their position as 3 plus 2, I'll still get 5 here. 2 multiplied by 3 will give me 6. Even if I change their position, I'll still get the same thing. So I know my answer will be the same. But let's look at that. So we are saying that let A be 2 and then B be what? 3. So let's look at that. So I'm performing the first operation. So it will be 2 plus 3 minus 2 multiplied by 3. And that will give us, this will give me 5 minus, this will give me 6. So 5 minus 6 will give me -1. Okay. Now if I interchange their position, I will now have 3 plus 2 minus 3 into brackets 2. That is, B is now coming first before A, which in this case will be like B plus A minus BA, right? So this part should be equal to this part. So if I do that, I'm still going to get 5 here minus 6 here, and then it will give me -1. So regardless of what I do, I'll get -1 over here at the top, even if I change the position. So it tells me that A is commutative. All right, so let's proceed to look at option B to see if it's commutative or not. Okay, so here it's either this or if we interchange the position of A and B, we will have 2B plus 2A minus BA, right? So this is what we are looking at. So the first one, 2A plus 2B minus AB will give me 2 into bracket 2 plus 2 into bracket 3 minus 2 multiplied by 3. Okay, I'm substituting what we have over here in here. So I have here 4 plus this side will give me 6, and then minus over here will give me 6. So this will cancel this. So I have 4 left. Okay, so if I use the opposite, right, I interchange the positions, which means I have 2B plus 2A minus BA. I'm going to have 2 into bracket 3 plus 2 into bracket, the A is 2 minus B is 3 multiplied by 2, which is the value of A. So I have here 6 plus 4 minus over here is 6. So this will still cancel this. This will still cancel this, and I have 4 over here. So regardless of whether I interchange their positions or not, I'm going to get 4 over here, right? So it means B is also what? Commutative, since here is equal to here. All right, now let's look at this option, option C. Now option C, the fact that I see 1 over A plus 1 over B, right? This is just having an addition operating on this particular thing. So this one, without even interchanging their position, I know it will become what? Or it will be commutative, because we are just performing basic addition on it. So this one is commutative, no need to look at that. So let's look at the last option and see if we are going to have the commutativity over there. Okay, so for the last one, it's either A minus B plus AB, or if we interchange the position, it will become B minus A plus BA. Right, so this is what we are looking at. So we are looking at A minus B plus AB. It should be equal to B minus A plus BA. That is what we are looking at. So if we substitute our values, we are having 2 minus 3 plus 2 into bracket 3. Okay, so I have 2 minus 3 will give me -1, plus here will give me 6. So this becomes positive 5. Or I have 3 minus 2 plus 3 into bracket 2. That is, I've changed the positions. So 3 minus 2 will give me 1, plus 3 multiplied by 6 will give me 3 multiplied by 2 will give me 6. So this will give me a total of 7. So you can see that the left hand side is 5, the right hand side is 7, and so therefore they are not equal, and is therefore not commutative. So this is not commutative. This is not commutative, and so option D is the correct answer over here, as that is the only operation that is not commutative, because if you interchange the positions of the value, because we are having subtraction between these two operations, we are getting different values. So option D is the right answer over here, which is not commutative. All right, so let's proceed to look at another example. So a binary operation is defined by A operation B is equal to A square minus B square plus AB, where A and B are real numbers. We are to evaluate root 2 operation root 3. All right, so let's look at the solution to this problem. This is very easy. So we were told that the binary operation, as defined on a set of real numbers as A operation B, is equal to A squared minus B squared plus AB. Okay, and we were told to find the operation, or we are to evaluate root 2 operation root 3. Now this tells me that my A is equal to root 2 and then my B is equal to root 3. Now with this in mind, I just do the substitution into the definition of the operation given to me, and then I find the value of root 2 operation root 3. So let's look at that. So we have here A is root 2 operation root 3 over here will give me A squared, which means root 2 squared, minus B squared, which is root 3 squared, plus AB, which will be root 2 multiplied by root 3. Okay, so it means that root 2 operation root 3 will be equal to, here I have root 2 squared, so the square will cancel the root sign, so I have 2 here, minus root 3 squared, the square will cancel the root sign, I have 3 over here, plus root 2 multiplied by root 3 will give me root 6. So from here, root 2 operation root 3 will be equal to 2 minus 3 will give me negative 1 plus root 6. So therefore, it means that root 2 operation root 3 is equal to minus 1 plus root 6. Now, if you look through the possible answers, we don't have minus 1 plus root 6. Okay, but if we rewrite this, we just interchange the positions. You rather that this can be rewritten as root 6 minus 1, because the 1 is negative, it's carrying the negative. So if I interchange the position, it will not change anything, it is still the same. So negative 1 plus root 6 is equal to root 6 minus 1. It's the same thing. So if we look through the possible options that we have over here, we can see that we have option B, which is giving us that answer. So option B over here is our correct answer, as that gives us root 6 minus 1. All right, let's have a look at another problem. So the operation star is defined on the set of R of real numbers by A operation B is equal to A squared plus B minus 4AB. We are to evaluate 2 operation negative 3. Okay, so let's look at this problem. This is fairly very easy. So by definition, A operation B is equal to A squared plus B minus 4AB. Okay, so this is what we were given, and we're asked to evaluate 2 operation root 3. This tells me that my A, the value of A, which is the first number over here, is 2, and then my B is equal to negative 3. So now that I know my A is 2, my B is equal to negative 3, I just substitute them into this definition and I solve to get my answer. So it means 2 operation negative 3 will be equal to 2 squared plus B, which is negative 3, so I put that in bracket, minus 4 into bracket A, which is 2, multiplied by B, which is negative 3. So I have 2 operation negative 3 to be equal to 2 squared is 4, and then we have minus 3 over here, so we have minus 3 minus 4 into bracket 2 multiplied by negative 3 will give me negative 6. Okay, so it means 2 operation negative 3 will be equal to 4 minus 3 will give me 1. Then I have negative 4 multiplied by negative 6 will give me positive 24. And so therefore 2 operation negative 3 is equal to 1 plus 24, which is equal to 25. And the 25 is the option C that we have over here. So therefore C is my correct answer. All right, let's look at one final example. So the question asks, which of the following binary operations is not commutative? So as we've already seen in the first example, the second example in this video, we said that addition and multiplication are commutative, and then subtraction and division are not commutative. Okay, so let's look at this option. Right now, if you understood when I explained the second example, you should be able to use that same method to find the answer over here. But mind you, in an exam, you don't have all the time to be doing the substitution, so you have to get a way of making it fairly easy. So let's just use our eyes to look through. Right now, if you look at this, divide this into parts. This will be part 1, this will be part 2, right? And this, the middle, the sign over here will be part 3. But let's look at something. We have 2 multiplied by A multiplied by B. This is all multiplication. This is addition over here, and this is multiplication, A multiplied by B. So automatically, whether we like it or not, we said addition and multiplication are commutative. So this guy is commutative. Okay, let's look at B, right? Let's look at B. We have part 1, part 2, part 3, right? Now, mostly part 1 and part 3 are the most important parts. In very few cases before we look at the second or the middle sign over here. So if we look at this, we have half multiplied by A by B. Okay, so this is multiplication, this guy is multiplication, right? So we have 2 multiplication and 1 subtraction, right? The multiplication over 6, and so this one is also what? Commutative. Now if you look at this, we only have subtraction over here, just 1 subtraction over here, right? So this tells us that even without doing the operation, this is not commutative. It's not commutative. And then if I look at this guy, I have addition, just addition as the operation between them. So this is also commutative. So if I look at this, option D is commutative, option B is commutative, option A is commutative. Only option C is not commutative, and so therefore that is our answer. So if you like, you can use, let's say the value A is equal to 2 and then B is equal to 3 to find whether or not this is commutative. So you can use it on A, B, C, and D. Mind you, if you're using it on A, it means that 2AB plus AB should be equal to 2. Then you interchange the position of A and B, so it will be 2BA plus BA. This is for option A. This is what you are supposed to do the substitution into. If it's option B, it will be half AB minus AB. This will be equal to half, then interchange the position of A and B, so half BA minus BA. So this is for option B. For option C, what you do is it's A squared minus B squared. So if you interchange the position, it will be B squared minus A squared. This is what you substitute your values into. And then for option D, it is A squared plus B squared. So for commutativity, it says if we interchange, you should get the same answer. So it will be B squared plus A squared. Okay, so this is why you do your substitution, solve and see if the left hand side and the right hand side will be equal. But I promise you, if you do that, you realize that option C, the answer you get over here, if it's let's say A, it will not be equal to over here. So here might be, let's say, B. Okay, so our option C is the correct answer for this particular problem. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.